In this video, I want to talk about the three I's. The three I's that limits you financially. It limits your financial capacity. And what are these three I's? Number one, I see them as, number one is something you do not know that is responsible for your financial limitation. Something you do not know. And that I is nothing but ignorance. Your ignorance is responsible. There's something you don't know about money. There's something you don't know about finances. We are not talking about having a large amount of money. We are even talking about financial sustenance, that you can sustain your family, you can sustain yourself, you can sustain people that you are responsible for. That was what we are even talking about, because it is when you have attained that level that you can now begin to plan on attaining the next level of financial freedom, of financial success. Do you understand? But we are talking about even the minimum, the barest minimum now. That's what we are talking about. So one thing that is limiting you is something you do not know. Ignorance. Ignorance. Because the truth is, financial intelligence is not taught in school. I studied economics, I studied accounting, both in my first degree, and I can tell you most things were taught were theoretical. I needed to learn these things, the financial intelligence, from people who are making it real in life, who have results. So if you don't learn from those who have results, sincerely I can tell you, it is not taught in school. So you need self-education so that you can learn from others. Learn from those who have results, proven results in businesses, those who made it legitimately. So ignorance is responsible for your financial limitation. It has put a cap on your finances. So you need to seek knowledge. That is the solution to that. The first I, seek knowledge. Ask questions. The people who have made it in my country, in my territory, how did they do it? What did they do? What do they know that I don't know about finances? I'm not just talking about your career now. I'm not just talking about your job. I'm not talking about your business. I'm talking about knowing specifically how money works. Do you know how to make money? Do you know how to manage money? Do you know how to multiply money? These are questions you should ask yourself. Do you know how to leverage your money? Do you know how to protect your money? Do you know how to save? All these questions. Or you are the type that when money comes, you splurge, you buy on impulse, and you are asking, why am I limited financially? So ignorance is the number one I. It limits you financially. What is the number two? It is something you know, but you have not acted upon. Something you know, but you have not acted upon it. Many people know so many things. They know so many things, but they don't put it into action. And I can tell you, it is prior to this time that knowledge is power. I want to tell you that it is applied knowledge that is power in the 21st century. It is what you apply, and that is what is called wisdom. When you apply what you know. So it is not as if you don't know it is good to save. It is not as if you don't know that it's good to invest. But the question is, have you been acting upon them? Have you been investing? Have you been saving? Have you been applying the principles of management, money management? These are questions you need to ask yourself. So it is not as if you don't know. It's not as if you are not aware of this information, of these principles, but you have failed to act upon them. You have failed to take action. It is not as if you don't know you have to start that business, but you have failed to start it. You have failed to take action. That's what is limiting you. And I see the number two as what? Inaction. The number two I, inaction, is what is limiting you financially. Start acting on it. There is no perfect timing. The timing will not be perfect. Perfection prevents explosion many times. Perfection prevents explosion. If instead of you to have exploded in business, to have exploded in financially, but because you are waiting for the perfect time, it prevents it. You only start and you get perfect along the way. Start that business. Start that course. Start that online business. Don't just know about it. Act upon it. Act upon what you know. Do you understand? That is the number 2 I. What is the number 3 I? Something you know and you have acted upon, but not consistently. You can see, consistency produces results. It is only when you are consistent, you know that you are supposed to advertise your products, maybe on social media, but you only do it once in a while, once in a blue moon. It's not supposed to be. You do it consistently. That is when you will see consistent results. So I see the next I as inconsistency. The moment you are inconsistent, your result also will be inconsistent. So that's why it's as if your finances is what? The way it comes is intermittent, is once in a while. Because what you know, what you have acted upon, you only acted upon it once in a while and not consistently. So you need to start acting consistently. And one thing about consistency is you need to be disciplined. Whatever you know is going to give you result, please be disciplined about it, in putting yourself to it. It will not come easy. Sometimes you feel like, sometimes you don't feel like, but you need to put in that action consistently. You need to be disciplined. And when we are talking about this discipline, we are talking about self-imposed discipline. Discipline, I meant to say. Self-imposed, not external. Not you looking for somebody to be motivating you. See, success is 1% motivation, 99% perspiration. You are the one that will motivate yourself. You just know you need to get into the acts. Do it consistently. Advertise. You know that it's good to advertise. You know it's good to market your product. Put out your products out there. Be consistent. When you are consistent, sincerely, your result also will be consistent. Initially, it may not be consistent. This is what I need to say as I end this video. Initially, it may not be consistent. But over time, I can tell you, I can bet it with you. I've read stories of people are successful. I know you too, you have heard of Thomas Edison, you have heard of Steve Jobs, you have heard of even the person who invented 7-Up. Failed 6 times, then 6 times, and the 7th one, he made it. Then they called it 6 down, 7 up. You may not make it the first time. It may not even the second one. You have heard of the story of the Colonel Sanders, the pioneer of KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. He failed over 1,000 times. Just be consistent. As long as you know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, there's a difference between perseverance and you are just being stubborn. There's a difference between being persevering and being stubborn. You know that there's no result here. There's no headway. Yet you are just going. That's just being stubborn. You are not persevering. But when we talk about perseverance, we are talking about, you know that there is something here. You are going to get results at the end. There's an outcome. There's success at the end, then you persevere. That's the secret of people like J.K. Rowling when he wrote Harry Potter. He was rejected 12 times and eventually he was accepted. So just be consistent as long as you know. That's why we normally encourage people, do your viability study, do your feasibility study. Viability study means, is it profitable? Feasibility means, is it doable? Once you know those two are in place, then go ahead and just persevere. I think with this video, I've been able to enlighten you on the 3 I's that will limit you financially. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we release a new video. And also help us to click on the like so that it can help the algorithm of this video. And if you know this video is going to help anyone, kindly share it with them. So we meet in our next video. Stay blessed.